We have with us in the studio the president of the United Commercial Keke Napep and Motorcycle Riders Association of Nigeria, called Ukomoran, Comrade John Obozokai. It's nice to have you join me.
Thank you very much.
Mr. President.
Yeah. Thank you, Vera. Good morning, happy new month to everybody.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Great.
You're welcome.
Hello, my brother.
You know, this issue of Okada has been a perennial matter in Lagos, I mean across the country. In the north, for instance, without Okada, you will know that the whole issue of banditry will have been cut down considerably. The train incident that happened, all those who were carried away from the train, they did that on Okada. You can't do that on the rail vehicle. Now, my question is, why do you ever register your members? Do you find out when you register them where they come from? Are they Nigerians? If they are not Nigerians, do you find out what they are doing here in this country?
Thank you very much, colleagues. I can say comrade because you are a comrade.
You've inducted us into...
You are a comrade.
You can't make me a comrade. You can't make me a comrade without my permission.
No, you are a comrade.
All right.
But you know of journalism, are you not a comrade?
Well, we're moving on for the good of society, so... Yeah.
You see, the problem we have in this country is the government.
The problem is the government.
Yes, the government are the problem. They don't want to use the railway union to operate in their environment. They will just go and pick any place they want. They say they are unions. Because we become a union, either you are a member of TUC or NSC. You must be affiliated to these two unions and be given empowerment by the Federal Ministry of Transport before you can operate on the road. Like National Union of Road Transport Union is a union. Rotia is a union. You see, Tuan is a union. You see what is going on in this country? We have cabal. If you say the motorcycle people are misbehaving, they are not misbehaving. Because if you have database on motorcycle, go and sleep. You don't need to worry yourself.
What do you mean by database?
Database. You have their name, their registration number, their address. You put them into the database. They are shared. They are well. That is their. You see, Lagos State, they don't have a vest to cover. When a motorcycle is wearing a vest, you put the number. Even the tag, you have the number. When you make it public to everybody.
Who's supposed to do that?
It's the government.
Why should the government do that for your association?
The government are the one collecting the more revenue. We are making how much government Lagos State are collecting from revenue from Okada.
How do they collect revenue from
They
Okada?
collect money.
How do they do that?
Daily revenue. They sell ticket to Okada riders. Are they not making money out of it?
Yeah, but the point there is, when it comes to payment of revenue...
Let me explain to you.
All right.
The Ministry of Transport, they have what we call blueprint for transportation. They are the supervising ministry for transportation. I don't need to blame the governor because the commissioner for transport report to the governor. When you do all this database, like in Anambra State, when I met with the commissioner in Anambra State, the man told me they have database. Really, he brought it out when I went with some of my members. When he tapped his phone, their name came out and their picture. Lagos State is too big to have this problem because they are not following the right way.
Okay, what is the right way? The right way from
yes, the database.
What you're saying is the database which should be done by government.
By government.
So what should be your responsibility as the association?
Yes, my responsibility is for me to cater for my riders. When they have accident, road accident, and all this. To make sure they are not being oppressed on the road. See, you can see the Okada rider on the way. No vest,
All right, Comrade Obozokai, is your association registered?
Yes, register.
All right. So in your terms of reference,
Yeah.
at the point of registration, the only responsibility the association has is to see to the welfare
The welfare of the
and nothing more than that.
the welfare. The same time, we have some of some of them will come and register their. We have some of their name, some of the rider come to register. They will place their application and all these things. But when we do it with government, it's not only us, because government are collecting revenue, local government are that is the state government are collecting revenue, the local government are collecting revenue.
You have not explained to me how they collect this revenue. How does this
It's by ticketing.
When do they ticket them? How do they ticket them? Because we see all of them driving everywhere around town. And so
They
on.
collect money, ticketing.
Yeah. So explain to us.
Explain to us how this
how
works.
that is
They
done.
have agent, people that collect this money, local government official and state official that collect this revenue from Okada. We pay our revenue. That is our tax.
To the Ministry of Transport,
Yeah.
and they remit to the government.
Yes.
All right. So by your pay, of course, NURTW or Road Transport Owners Association, they all pay revenues.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Very good.
explain.
So if they regulate whatever they do, why would your Okada riders be different?
You see, I want to explain to you. Even the road transport workers and the who's going to people enter Okada motor, people rob them. Because the informal sector are much. We are more than the vehicles.
What I don't really understand
Yeah.
is, you say the government should have the database.
Yes.
Do you have database of your own members?
We have our member database.
That's why I've not asked you the question. Do you know who these people are, where they come from, and
Yes.
so on?
The one that came to register.
You know all of them.
No, we can't know all of them.
You see, that's the problem.
We have some of them. That is why we collaborate with, you see, just like when I met with the FCT in Abuja, I told them we should do database. And that's okay. They said join it down. Because this thing is a collaboration of the police, the union, and the government.
Okay, if you have database, how do you regulate the way they drive? Do you even
Yes,
sanction your own members when they misbehave?
Union.
Do you have parameter or structure
Yes.
to really tell this person who jumps in front of another person's car, who jumps over a culvert, and things like that? This happens, routinely.
You see, I want to explain this to you. Unionism is not force. Are you aware?
Yes.
It's what, if you feel like joining to be a member, you can be a member. If you feel like not be a member, nobody will force you. That is the law. You can't force somebody to be in a union.
Well, but you know too that
I want to explain to you too. The other time, why you have to work hard with collaborate with the state government, and that is the Ministry of Transport. If the Ministry of Transport give an order that all motorcycles in Lagos State should come to the ministry and do database, no one. If the local government, Lagos State government announces today that before you go to the road, come and do your database, all the whole machine will go. Give them helmet and jacket. You see this crowd
why should government give them helmet? And
they will
why
pay
should
for
do
it.
that?
They pay for this, for jacket. Some states will pay 5,000 naira. They give you jacket, and your name will be there. It's not free.
Now, what engagement have you had with the government, either through the ministry and all of that, to have these things done?
Well, I have discussed with some of them, and Evo Bolaji and Esma, the last man, for us to do seminar we create seminar, enlightenment for them. Without enlightenment, see, this is an informal sector. You have the good, the bad, the ugly. We don't, say the good are not
concerned? Are you concerned that the activities of those whom you may not have known is giving you a bad name?
Well, you see, people said Nigeria is bad. Nigeria is not bad. no money. People still enjoy money. Am I lying?
Well, it is the context
You
of
look
what
very robust now.
No, that's not the issue here, because the point there is, if you go to the streets, a lot of Nigerians who have been following this development, people who have been victims of Okada. In fact, you go to the Bobi hospital, there are so many people there lying down with, broken bones from recklessness from Okada riders.
Well, the problem relies on the Ministry of Transportation. When I started, I said, without the permission of the Ministry of Transport, you cannot operate.
Yeah, but this goes beyond the issue.
So what do you want the Minister of Transport to do?
The Ministry of Transport should take the database, not by banning.
Database do not control.
That's how you ride your bike on the road.
We have seminar. Why do we go to seminar? Even in Paris, France, people use Okada for transportation.
No, it's not like this. I've been to Paris.
Yes.
Not like this.
Let me explain to you. We will get to that one day. We will get to
it
that.
It is not look, I've been around the world to be quite modest, but I have not seen anywhere where we can codify this kind of Okada riding as transportation. It's not part of modern existence.
Well,
my next question is, what are you guys going to do now? Because one other thing, before that question, we know that some of them are Okada riders in town and so on. But they're always in their own section where they gather. They are there with a lot of foreigners who have no machines. They are some kind of a magnet to people. So people in the city are becoming worried because of banditry. And many of them do not come from this country. Many of them are not Nigerians. And then they are gathered, milling around those who have Okada. They have no job. They have no Okada to ride.
You see, if you will go to motor park, let me just tell you, if you go to motor park, you see people are not drivers. They are there. Am I lying? You can't drive people come around you. We are not in Banana Republic whereby people will come and
but if those people are foreigners and they are not documented, they're not documented, they say threat.
Well, before we come back to you, my colleague Solomon Ajiziogo is on the streets somewhere in Surulere to let us know what the level of compliance is there right now. Solomon, good morning. All right, we'll certainly have Solomon on from Surulere just to give us a feel of what the streets look like. So, comrade, are you ready for the ban today as it takes off from today?
Well, we can't fight the government. I know there will be more unemployment in Lagos State as from tomorrow. Suffering from people will be trekking from interior. You know, the fastest way to move out of your house is Okada. At the same time, people will go into hardship.
Also, the fastest way to have a broken bone is also by Okada.
And then if you didn't have Okada, you don't have the Mr. Imo who was killed the other day. So we have to make our choice.
I think somebody was being killed by when he was entering Lagos State transport. A lady was being killed. So if you say
those things can happen. Those things can happen, but the regularity of
that's why I'm giving you
different.
The way out. That go and meet the Ministry of Transport are the people.
Yeah, but the point there is you are not helping the people. You are not helping the government. That's what we're saying. Because when you're saying go and meet the Ministry of Transport,
the government are not helping. No, the government are not helping the common man.
Yeah, but you are supposed to.
I make a reference to Anambra State. Anambra State.
Were you the one that pressured the government to do whatever they did in Anambra State?
No. I didn't pressure the
Very good. So if Anambra
the number of states, look, the number of states have banned Okada.
Not
Akwa Ibom,
no, not
a number of
totally.
places.
Not
They've
totally.
banned them in most places.
Not totally.
And they are doing well without
not totally.
them.
I mean, I don't advise over Okada to fly on highway. They will tricycle. Adjoining street. Adjoining street.
All right. I'll come back to you,
Adjoining
comrade.
street.
I'll come back to you, comrade. Let's we have Solomon on right now. Solomon, let us know what's happening around Surulere where you are.
Mike, good morning. I'm here at, around the Ojuelegba axis, precisely the Ishaga Road, just where you turn off to the College of Medicine at the University of Lagos on the Yanotire Road. Getting to this place, I've had to move from the Ojuelegba junction, from barracks and the Gaja area, and I want to tell you that it is complete compliance here by the bike riders. You don't see a single bike on the road, and people have had to walk long distances to get to where they are going to. There seems to be some sanity on the road when you don't have motorcycles on the road here. It's clean, it's free-flowing traffic, except for, of course, the yellow and black buses who sometimes tend to overreach, overact, and do some of the things they do on the road to impede traffic. But I must say that we haven't been able to see a single bike on the road here. People are walking, people are trekking, and you don't get a bus, you just walk, you take a walk. If I do almost a 360-degree movement here, you see that you don't see anything except a clean road where vehicles are moving all about. Yesterday, I also had to do a sort of movement around. It seems that the bikes were preparing for this deadline. As of yesterday, we went through Akerele, Ogulano Drive, Adeniro Ogunsoya, Masha Road, and you wouldn't see a bike. Maybe one and two here in between, but this is compliance, complete compliance here along the Ojuelegba axis, which used to be a rendezvous of some sort for the bike riders.
All right, Solomon, thank you very much for letting us know what's happening there. And from the reports we're hearing, in all the local government areas that are the 6 local government areas that the ban is taking effect, there's a level of compliance in all of those. Now, comrade, as we wind down now, there are concerns that your union is not assisting government to hang on. Apart from the issue of database that you talked about, of course, database is not the one that ride Okadas on the street. But from your own members, you're not coordinating them enough to assist government to protect the people on one hand and create some level of sanity on the road.
You see, I first explained to you when we started that the problem we have is the government. And I will still repeat it again. They will just choose people who are not union to operate in some area. You understand? So they will not follow the
So which other union has been chosen apart from yours that is recognized by law?
They are just, they can call any place to be controlling a sector of the Okada.
Which other union
The only union that Okada is, we're about 2 unions who are duly registered in Okada. That is Anakowa. Anakowa is an affiliate of TUC. It's in charge of owners, whereby we are affiliate of Nigeria Labour Congress, and we are for riders. We take the welfare of riders. That is the only union who have the authority to operate in Okada in Nigeria from today. Because if you are not an affiliate member, you cannot collect check-off dues on the road. That check-off dues you collect 50 naira for Okada rider. You see what I'm trying to explain to you The Okada people are peaceful people. You can see everywhere is clear. If
The
they are
fact,
bad
the fact that the
people,
roads are clear doesn't mean doesn't translate to being peaceful.
They are peaceful. If they are not peaceful, they will go into demonstration. They will not leave the way.
Or maybe they know the implication.
They
know the implication of
protest. The Okada, they are much. We have graduates in the Okada. We have doctor, medical doctor, who are working as Okada riders, self-employed.
Well, the bad one seems to have
destroyed
the good
know
ones.
what I told you before.
Well, the problem with Okada is not just the fact that...
You have the bad, when you were in school, you still remember, riot. Some people will go home.
But you were not in school with me when I was in school.
No, I don't want to tell you
Okay.
that time.
Right.
You will see some students demonstrating, some students will go home. Am I lying? That is life for you.
No, but we can't continue in a life like that. We need to be organized.
Let government, as soon as they are banned Okada, let them find a way. I will meet the commissioner. I will try and...
What would be your own responsibility?
See,
That's
the
we need to know what you have to do.
For them to screen, take these things, we do it. At the end of the day, people will not fly the highway. You know the Okada people, some of them are stubborn.
Before Okada, we used to enter Danfo to inner streets. Now we have Korope. We can move. It's better progress.
Are you in support to them to ban Okada totally?
I am.
Why?
I am in support because it's not the modern way to ride. It's not the modern way to ride.
But when you travel, you say you used to, in the advanced country, they use Okada.
They don't use Okada in advanced countries.
You don't use Okada in advanced countries.
I've lived abroad.
Where do you live?
I've lived abroad, so there's no. Don't tell me.
I've traveled a lot. Which of the countries?
No. That's not
why we're here.
Just understand that this is not the modern way. I mean, people. Look, I've had bad experience with Okada. Just want to open your door in the quiet room. Before you know it, Okada has slammed into your door, and then there was a pregnant woman on the Okada, and she fell down, and someone had to take care of her for months.
What we are trying to do when we meet with the government, we do seminar for them, training. You are so when we do training for them now, because the things are getting worse, we do training, enlightenment. So we tell them the route to fly.
What is the impact of that? Because the point there is we see a lot of Okada people who go against traffic, who don't obey rules and regulations. They don't even know what the regulations are.
Traffic law. That is why the database is very important. We do it as soon as possible.
It was even getting bad. You know what? It was getting really bad before.
I will not argue with you. Because some of them fly against the traffic.
It was really bad that you saw them on Third Mainland Bridge.
If you have that database, you have the person's picture, everything. It will be banned forever not to ride Okada in Lagos State. It's a very simple thing, my brother.
All right. We have to leave it here, and we look forward to having you again so we can talk about other areas, days after the ban takes effect, and let's see the levels of compliance and then how we can find a way forward and so on. Thank you very much, Comrade John Obozokai, for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
Right.